Today is our second lesson in our revision. So we'll start with number 13 in the choose. Okay, the main evening news dots on channel 1 at 9 o'clock is, are, where, or has. Of course, we know that the word news is uncountable, so it will take a singular verb. So my answer will be is. Okay? Okay, so number 14. If I had enough money for the project, I dots borrow from the bank. So if I had enough money, this is a second conditional, so the second part of the sentence. So I have here, if I had enough money, that's the action. Okay, so if I had enough money, I wouldn't have to borrow from the bank, because this is a second conditional. If I have in the first part of the sentence, the action is written in the past simple, the second part of the action, which is the result, must be would have or plus infinitive. Okay, so this will be my answer. Wouldn't have to borrow from the bank. Number 15. It's cold today. Dot. You shouldn't. Full stop. You shouldn't go out without wearing your coat, because without is followed by verb plus ing. Okay. Okay. Number 15. If people don't get enough food, present simple, they will become ill. That's if, the first condition. Okay, number 16. John has been a farmer for 20 years. He is used dots early. So he is used to get up early or to getting up early or get up early. So this is the use to rule. I use it to describe a habit that I'm still doing in the meantime, because used is preceded by verb to be. So when I put am or is or are before used, the verb after used must be in ing form. So he's used to getting up early. Okay, number 17. He dots me after the boss had asked for me. So he phoned me after the boss had asked me. This is past perfect sentence. I have the first action, which is the boss had asked for me. That's the first action. And the second action, he phoned me. So the boss asked for me, then my friend or this person phoned me. Okay, number okay, there's something wrong with the numbers here. This should be number 18. Okay, so I know you can't see well, so you dot wear glasses. So if you can't see well, you have to wear glasses. Pretty obvious. Okay. Okay, the next one. When the teacher entered the class, the pupils dot a lot of noise. So here, this is a past continuous sentence. An action that was happening and another action interrupted it. So the pupils were making noise, and then the teacher entered the class, so he interrupted them. Okay? Okay, the next one. Daniel and Lucas are dots busy to visit us, so they are too busy, because too is followed by an adjective. If I want to use enough, they will say that they are busy enough, but this will change the meaning of the sentence. Okay? The next one. It's going to rain. You don't have to go for a walk. It's not necessary. It's not difficult to explain you this. It's too difficult, so I cannot do that. Okay? Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, number 6. I'm sorry for the numbering problem. Ahmad said that he had bought a new car. So it's a reported speech sentence, it's not a question. So if you remember in the reported speech statements, we have to cancel the quotation marks and put that. So Ahmad said that he had bought a new car. Okay, the next one. Dina told her sister that a camera. So this is also a reported speech sentence. So I must go back one step back in the tenses. So the original sentence was what? I will buy a camera, Dina said to her sister. So Dina told her sister that she would buy a camera. The next one, my sister dots burgers. She thinks they are bad for her. So she thinks that burgers are bad for her, so of course she doesn't eat burger. Okay. The next one, number 16. Have you got dots bread? The answer will be any, because I use any in the question. 17. If the thieves dots the whole jewelry store, the owner would have been ruined. So having the second action, that which is the result, would have in the past participle. So the first part of the sentence, which is the action, must be in the past perfect. So if the thieves had dropped the whole jewelry store, the owner would have been ruined. The next one, I haven't got dots homework to do tonight. I haven't got much or lot or many. There's nothing as lot. We have either a lot of or lots of. So, and homework is uncountable. So much homework. Okay, number 19, dots take a taxi. Okay, the verb here is infinitive, so does she have to take a taxi? No, it would be does she have to take a taxi. Number 20, my son is strong to lift the box. So here the adjective is before, so I cannot say strong to. It's strong enough to do something. Okay. The next one, Dot's dinner before they came to the party. Okay, here I have before, and before is followed by the past simple, so this is a keyword of the past perfect. So the first part of the sentence, which is before the word before, must be in the past perfect. So why had they had dinner before they came to the party? Okay, 22, you are old dot to drive by yourself, you are old enough. Okay, the next one, Nancy dot on holiday, I have just met her in the street. So I have just met Nancy in the street, so of course she is not in a holiday, so she can't have gone on a holiday. Okay, number 24, the car broke down because I had forgotten to put oil in it. So this is the first action. I had forgotten to put oil in it, and after that the car broke down. So because here is like after. Okay, let's move to the next page. As soon as John had arrived at school, he does the homework. As soon as is a keyword in the past perfect, and in the past perfect, as soon as is followed by the past perfect. Okay, so had arrived, and the other part of the sentence must be in the past simple, because this is the first action, okay, and this is the second action. So as soon as John had arrived at school, he copied the homework. So he arrived first at school, then he copied the homework. The burglars mean the thieves, okay, would have escaped to a foreign country if the police would have in the past participle. So this is the result, and the action must be in the past perfect. So if the police hadn't caught them. Okay, number 27. I don't like Dot's football, Dot rugby very much. I don't like either football or rugby very much. Okay, 28. Dot Sarah, Dot her sisters are very tall. Neither Sarah nor her sister are very tall. So, in case you are confused in this sentence, so why can't I choose either or? I cannot choose either or because here if you said either Sarah or her sisters are very tall, I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't mention that if he's sure or not. Like he bought either the red shirt or the blue shirt. I'm not sure. But here I am sure that neither Sarah nor her sisters are very tall. Okay? And I can also use this answer not only but also. This is also a correct answer. Okay? So 29. The teacher dots the students to be quiet. The teacher told the students to be quiet. And the last question in the choose. The doctor told her not eat much bread as it's bad for her. The doctor told her not to, okay, to eat much bread as it's bad for her. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the find mistake question, page number 2. Okay, so number 1, I spoke to both and. Here the mistake is, yeah, I have to make it. I spoke to both and Sally. Okay, so let's correct that. It will be and. Okay, number 2, he didn't work hard to, and another 2, to pass the exam. So he didn't work too hard to pass the exam, or he didn't work hard enough to pass the exam. So here it must be enough. He didn't work hard enough to pass the exam. So the next one, Milton either comes with us, yes, this one should be, or stays at home. So here's the mistake. I must remove but and put or. Okay, number 22. She said that she was happy yesterday. So this is a sentence which is transferred or changed from direct to reported speech. So of course I have to change the word yesterday to the day before. If you still remember, there are certain keywords in the reported speech grammatical rule that we have to change. Like yesterday, we have to make it the day before. Next week, the following week. Now, then, and so on. The day before. Okay. Sam told me that he is coming home at 10. Sam told me that he is coming home at 10. So this sentence is also changed from direct to reported speech. So I must make the sentence in the past. So Sam told me that he was coming, not is coming. Okay. Okay. Number 24. Paul had a terrible accident because of he was driving fast. I have to cancel because he was driving fast. Jana, number 25, Jana told Omar, don't jump. So this is a reported command, and in the reported command, don't, or any negative command becomes what? Not to jump. Okay, the next one, number 26, we don't have to take our umbrellas. It wasn't necessary. You have two options here. You can either change don't to didn't. We didn't have to take our umbrella. It wasn't necessary. Or we don't have to take our umbrellas. It's not necessary. Okay, so either answers will be correct. So just cancel don't and make it didn't. I put it right here. Okay. 27, you don't have to walk here after 8 p.m. It's against the law. So if there's something which is against the law, so we mustn't do it. So don't have to will become what? It will become mustn't. You mustn't walk here. Not don't have to. Don't have to means it's not necessary. But if you want to do it, it's okay. So my answer will be mustn't. Okay. Number 28. They were already fixed the machine. No, this is present perfect. Perfect. So they have already fixed the machine. They have already fixed the machine. Okay. Number 29. Henry has lived here for 2010. It's very easy. It must be since, not for. Okay. Number 30, I'm keen on work in the computer industry. You have two options. You have two options. Either you say I'm interested in the work in the computer industry, or you should say I'm keen on working in the computer industry. I'm keen on working in the computer industry. I'm interested in working. They must be followed by a noun, and work is a verb. Okay, 31. Asma has cleaned the room yet. So when I have yet, the sentence must be in negative. So Asma hasn't. I must put here not. Okay, 32. By the time I reach work, the meeting had been started. So this is a past perfect sentence. So by the time I reached work, the meeting had started. Okay, number 33. It isn't necessary for him. Answer all the question. Here I must put not. It's not. It isn't necessary for him. Sorry, to answer all the question. I have to put to after, before the verb. Here. It isn't necessary for him to answer all the questions. Okay, after I checked in, I showered. So after is followed by a verb in the past perfect, so it must be after I had. I have to put in this part had. After I had checked in. And number 35, she starts her work when she had put baby to bed. Also this is a past perfect, so she had put the baby to bed first, like the baby slept first, and then she started her work. So the verb here must be in the past simple. The next one, number 36, if I had studied well, my grades would have been better. So it's if this third conditional. Because I have the past perfect here, so in the next, in the result, the other part of the sentence must be would have and the past participle. The last sentence we have today is if he grew his own vegetables, he wouldn't have to buy them. If he grew his own vegetables, he wouldn't have to buy them. So what do you think of this sentence? If he grew his own vegetables, I have the first part of the sentence, which is in the past simple, and the second part of the sentence is would have and verb infinitive. He wouldn't have. I don't have a past participle tense here after have. So if the answer here he wouldn't have both them, it would be wrong. So there's nothing wrong with this sentence. Here in this part I have the past simple, and here I would have and plus infinitive. So this is a second conditional sentence. We can either say he wouldn't buy them. Okay, we can say he wouldn't buy them, but there's nothing wrong with this sentence. Okay, thank you for listening, Level 3, and good luck.